Other interesting political news, you have Kamala Communism trending after old speeches of her, well, they start to resurface, of her saying everyone should end up in the same place, which is mentally vacuous as well as morally vacuous, because that's communism, that's evil. And also, never worked, ever, ever, ever. As much as these mentally vacuous people say, oh, communism has never truly been tried, which is it's almost hilarious that those are usually college kids, which, again, read one history book. It didn't work for China, didn't work for USSR, didn't work for Cuba. Nope. Now, this was brought to us first thanks to End Wokeness on X Twitter. When she says, quote, VP Kamala Harris explains her ideology, everyone ends up in the same place. That's called communism. And it's a little, I think it's a compilation of a couple of her speaking points. I usually say, their voices are infinitely better than mine, and they're usually more intelligent than what I have to say, but, well, shoot, I may stumble and, jump over my words from time to time, mispronounce things, and stutter. But man, that might be a good question in the comments. Who's the worst speaker, me or Kamala? I mean, not to be too confident, but I like to take it a little bit better. But let me know in the comments. Maybe that'll be a fun debate down there.
It has to be.
She's very familiar with that arm movement, going up and down, up and down. And her knees are reinforced. I'm not sure what kind of, maybe she has some prosthetics. The best use case of being able to sleep right at the top, statistically speaking.
It has to be about a goal of saying everybody should end up in the same place. And since we didn't start in the same place, some folks might need more. Equitable distribution. Giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity, understanding not everyone starts out at the same place. So there's a big difference between equality and equity. Equality suggests often everybody should get the same thing. Well, that often assumes everybody.
I always think it's a chair engineer for Lizzo. It looks, what is it? It's from like an industrial airplane. It looks like it's. That is a chair.
They started out in the same place, as opposed to equity, which is everyone should end up in the same place. And if you then understand not everybody started out in the same place, you understand some people need more. So we all end up in the same place, right?
No,
we are proud of the fact that equity is one of our guiding principles. Proud of the fact that we understand equality is important, but not everybody starts out on the same base. We see that people in our country are having an experience that is not equal. So when we talk about the work we are doing here together, it is recognizing that and being guided by this principle.
A little fun ADHD fact. Remember when they adjusted the interest rates for people who have low credit, so the people with good credit, when you're buying a house, they actually pay for the people with bad credit? That's a thing that happened in America.
Principle of what we must do in the spirit and in the interest of equity. To put equity firmly at the center of our economic policy. But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners.
Considering that only they are low income, what is she implying there? Of course, this thankfully went real viral. Got 1.4 million views and 44,000 likes. One of the first comments comes from Planet of Memes, which responded with a book. Not a meme, but nevertheless, they have a book that says, well, that did not work. Abbreviated History of Communism, getting 460 likes. Heather Eagleman says, quote, DEI Harris is a dangerous commie, getting 329 likes. Paul Zupa says, Kamala is a communist, getting 53 likes. X Van Fleet says, commie is a communist. X Van Fleet, communism survivor, getting 478 likes. Scrolling down more and more. You have Jay Han says, she will make the worst deals possible on the world stage. She is completely out of her league, getting 731 likes. Bruce Ballow says, you're right, it's called communism. What a dope, getting 495 likes. Junita Broderick says, and she knows it, getting 604 likes. These are contrarian statements here. Again, there are some mentally vacuous people who don't do modicum of research or read history books. Actually think communism is good. Robert Sphere says, Obama is speaking through her. Afrocentric communism? For me, RIP USA getting 196 likes. May says she is as radical as they get, very dangerous that she is this close to presidency, and the way she got this close is without votes because Americans don't want this. Getting 549 likes. Yeah. Scrolling down. America Papa Bear says Karl Marx would be proud of her, getting 99 likes. Kathleen Kyle says, how about politicians give up their assets first, getting 88 likes. Let's see. Match has a Crowder changed my mind meme, although Crowder has now been changed into Joe Biden. It says, Democrats would convict Trump of trying to make America great again if they could. Change my mind. They got 41 likes. Gideon6 says, they are not even trying to hide it anymore. The frightening thing is that at least 20-30% of the population wants this. Getting 77 likes. Yeah, that Campbell thinks is the reason why public school test scores are at an all-time low. Yeah. And yet they think they deserve more money. It'd be probably good if they taught things like the history of communism, how it doesn't work, the things our founding fathers believed in that made our country one of the biggest countries of all history of all the planet. But yeah, another good point. The solid majority says she's a diehard socialist and says selected, not elected, never won a primary, getting 76 likes, which not even she was in California. She couldn't even win there. Getting 77 likes. Hopefully this trends more and more. And again, these videos are, repeatedly going viral. They keep coming up. Interesting campaign has a picture of a hyena, says Harris 2024. Resemblance is uncanny, getting 15 likes. So as the focus of politics goes more and more onto Kamala, it'll be interesting. Will people wake up to the fact of her vast, let's say, experience and track record of ineptitudes? Will they realize, oh dear God, equity is morally vacuous, also mentally vacuous, and would never actually work? It's never worked. Every time it's been tried. And truth be told, that's also when the worst things in history happen, is when governments lean into that and become that. So hopefully people are waking up to the fact of what she stands for, and they'll be able to vote appropriately. Or who knows, maybe she'll be pushed out soon and replaced by Gavin Newsom, or who knows? There's a lot of speculation. But let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, don't forget to take the time to like, subscribe, and comment. Great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.